Hey there, and welcome back to the channel if you're a returning visitor. For those of you new, welcome to the channel. I'm Krishna Perkins, your host, and today we are getting into the Converse Texas housing market report for April 2024. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Converse Texas, maybe you're just looking around, this is Converse Texas. It's located just in the northeast side of the San Antonio area. It's one of our fastest growing suburban communities. I have a video about that. You can check that out towards the end of the video or in that card here in the video. As you can see here, it borders 1604 here. And something to keep in mind during this housing market report, because I think Converse is one of those communities you got to watch out for when the market is doing some changes, is that there's a lot of builders in Converse. With interest rates being so high, it's definitely playing into what I'm going to show you on the housing market report today. So again, here is a map, an overlay of the builder activity in the area. So as you can tell, there's a lot of builders in the area of Converse, not necessarily in the city limits, but close enough that it will affect the housing market and the results that you're going to see in today's video. So jumping right into it here, we're going to go up here and we're going to look now. If you watch the San Antonio housing market report, you're going to notice that these numbers are a little different from the San Antonio housing market. One being months worth of inventory. There's a little bit more inventory as far as the months goes, supply, I should say, rather than inventory. 3.97 months worth of inventory in Converse, Texas. That's, historically speaking, not a lot, but it's more than what San Antonio was reporting in the same month. Again, you'll see March here. This is the numbers through March. 14.41% month-over-month change in inventory. So that's a big jump in inventory going into the summer or the spring months here. List price to sold price ratio is down 1.13% month-over-month. So they're selling for a little bit less this past month in March, than they were in the previous month. The days on market down 4.17%. So that's good if you're selling. You want to see the days on market come down. The median sold price up 1.48% month over month. So again, something good for the folks that are in that median or middle of the road price range there in Converse, Texas. Okay, so that is good. Median estimated property values in Converse, Texas came in at $273,220, and that's a 0% change last month. The overall 12-month change there in Converse is a positive 4.2%. So last 12 months, it's gone up 4.2%. It's a little bit, it's less than San Antonio's, but again, it's still a positive number. Coming down here to new listing activities, new homes for sale in Converse, came in at a median list price at $281,500. That's actually down, so they're listing homes for sale in Converse a little bit cheaper this past month in March, 1.2% cheaper. Number of properties up for sale, new listings came into the market, up 14.6%. That's 204. Not a big deviation from what we've seen in the past here. As you can see from this line graph here, we've had a lot higher number of homes hit the market as new listings in Converse, so nothing too alarming there. We are heading into the spring buying season, so we'll see how that plays out. Price per square foot, $161 per square foot. Again, that's nothing alarming. It's actually been pretty flat there, as you can see, and it's been higher in the past. The median living area square footage, your typical size of the home, that's the air-conditioned space of the home, came in at 1,703 square feet. That is down 6.7%. We'll see how that plays out as school begins to let out, and what kind of new listings go on the market, whether it's a lot of larger family homes. So we'll see how that goes. Active listings in Converse, Texas. These are homes that have been on the market already for more than 10 days. And this is where I really pay attention a lot to, because this is where our inventory starts building up in any city that we're looking at. Active listings, the median list price or typical list price for those active listings came in at $289,900. That's a 1.7% increase over the last month. The number of properties in the active listings category rose 8.1%. Again, this is a steady increase. So we're seeing a steady increase since May 2021 to this date of active listings. So over time, over the last couple of years here, you can see that we're getting more and more inventory piling on to the market. So the longer our interest rates remain elevated, the more active listings we're going to see. Don't know when that's going to bring things to a balanced market or even a possibility of a buyer's market, but we'll just have to continue to monitor that as it unfolds. The typical days on the market, or median days on the market, it went up 6.1%. And they were at 52 days on market there. The typical price per square foot is at $160 a square foot. That is up slightly, but a 0.5%. And we're not anywhere near the height of the price per square foot there. You can see March of 2022 is at $176 a square foot. So we're down off of that, and we're kind of flat right now. The typical square footage for active listings is at 1,825 square feet. And now for the new pending listings, this is where we start seeing some changes here. Okay, new pending listings. These are under contract. They're past the inspection period. They are now in the closing phase, or waiting on their closing to happen. All the little negotiations are done, except maybe for appraisal stuff. But the median list price here is at $268,254. That's down 3.9%. So these are the newest pending ones. They went into pending status in March. Number of properties that went into new pending status for March, down 16.3%. So this is an important one to look at. It's a leading indicator of where the market's going. That the number of properties is at 108 properties in the new pending status. The median days on market, 37 days, that's down 11.9%. This is actually positive if you're a seller. The median square footage, or typical square footage, price per square foot is $157. That's 1.3%. And the median living area, 1,657 square feet, down 2.7%. And then these are pending listings. These were already pending when March began, and they were at the median list price for these pending listings came in at $277,500. It's almost zero change there. It's down almost a point. Number of properties, 143 properties went into pending status, and now it's down 12.3%. So you can see there the difference between new pending and old pending. It came down quite a bit. So something to keep an eye on there. Definitely the pending status is what that does. Days on market up 16.7% for these pending listings. And price per square foot, $157 a square foot. Median living area square footage, 1,773 square feet. And then finally, sold listings, sold homes in Converse Median sold price for these homes came in at $268,930. That's up 1.5%. Number of properties that actually made it to sold status, 103 properties. That's down 16.9% from the previous month of February. And then finally here, the supply of inventory, 3.97%, months worth of inventory. And the change in inventory, this is the one that got my attention, is up 14.4%. That's in 1 month. So you got that much supply that's sticking around in 1 month, 14.4%, and over 12 months, 48.1%. San Antonio, I believe, was about 7% in the month change in inventory. So again, that goes back to what I started the video with the builders there. The thing is, builders have a lot of funds that they're throwing at the consumer right now to continue to build and to meet their obligation for the lots that they have purchased or promised to buy from the developers. So you can see that affecting inventory, because their numbers do count, because they will post them in the MLS. So you'll see market days could be a lot higher for the builders because they've got a house that's under construction. It could take several months, but it still counts in the market days. So that can throw numbers off. And if you have a pre-existing home that is competing with a builder in another community or even the same community, that can extend the market days. And again, those incentives that the builder's using definitely can impact your property. So definitely something to keep an eye on if you're thinking about selling this year, is what builders are you competing with in the area, if any? How close are you? Is it really going to be impacting the sale of your home? So you really want to dig into those numbers and figure out what incentives you can compete with the builder, and to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, because you have the incentives, you have the warranty, front door to back door warranty that the builder has, and of course, commissions and all that play into it as well. So hopefully this gives you some insights into what's happening in Converse, Texas. Definitely still a good place to buy, because you have a lower price point, and if you're not planning on selling really soon, it can still be a great option for you. But you definitely want to be cautious in what you're getting into. Okay, look at the big picture when you're checking into Converse and any other areas like that. So hopefully it helps you, and I'll see you on the next video.